Hi, I am Maheshwari from Department of BCA, KSRCAS. Today I am going to explain about inheritance. First, what do you mean by an inheritance? A new class which is created from an existing class is called as an inheritance. The object which is inherited to a derived class acquires all the properties of a base class. First, just like a child who inherits all the properties of a parent, here the derived class also acquires all the properties of a base class. There are two types of classes in inheritance. First one, derived class, and second one is base class. The object whose characteristics or behaviors are inherited is called as a base class. The object which inherits all the properties or behaviors is called as a derived class. The advantages of inheritance are: first one, code reusability. The second one is removing redundant code and saving time and effort. What do you mean by removing code redundancy? Means if a base class which contains the properties of just like for an example, we are considering a class of vehicle which has the properties like color and brand. From the base class we are inheriting two different classes like car and a bike, which can inherit the properties of a base class. The code need not be redundant in a base class. Consider a base class vehicle which has the properties like color and brand, which is inherited to two different derived classes like car and bike. In this case, we need not copy the code again and again in a derived class. Just we can inherit the properties from a base class. So it reduces your time and effort. Types of inheritance. There are 5 different types of inheritance: single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. Single inheritance, from only one derived class can be inherited from a single base class, is said to be a single inheritance. In this diagram we can see that the B is a derived class which is inherited from a base class A. There is only one base class and only one derived class. It is said to be a single inheritance. The next, multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance, in this type the derived class is B, A is a base class, derived class is B. From the derived class another class is derived, that class is C. So this kind of inheritance is said to be a multi-level inheritance. The next inheritance is multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance, in this case there are multiple base classes. From multiple base classes we can inherit the properties to a single derived class. In this example, B1, B2 up to Bn base classes can be there. It is inherited to a single derived class. So it is said to be a multiple inheritance. Hybrid inheritance, in this type of inheritance it is a combination of two or more types of inheritance. There can be combination of multiple or multi-level or multiple or single inheritance. It is said to be a hybrid inheritance. The next inheritance is hierarchical inheritance. In this example, there will be only one base class which is inherited to a and it is derived to a multiple derived classes. For this example, in this diagram, there is only one base class A which is inherited to a B, C and D. These are derived classes which is inherited from a single base class which is said to be a A. In the next video, we can see about examples for inheritance. Thank you.